Hello everyone, this is Steve coming back with another video. I know it's been probably a good while before I've actually put up a video recently, and I know we've kind of been behind on the machine language project and stuff like that. I think I should probably mention that. So hopefully we'll be able to get together this coming week. Still working with Sid and communicating with the other people and trying to see where that's going from now. But in the meantime, what I did want to show you is the stuff I've been working on for the actual project itself. In addition, that I've been pretty busy with a lot of different things. If you guys are wondering what's really going on, is I'm also trying to start a partnership with a friend right now. So that's taking a lot of my time because I'm really learning a new web development tool right now. And I'm still trying to commit to this channel as much as I can, but at the same time, I'm being pulled in two different directions. And on top of that, I've just got other things. I'm working 40 plus hours a week. So we'll kind of play it by ear and keep moving forward as much as we can here. You can kind of see in the background here, I'm still copying more of my disks. I'm actually going through my Loadstar disks right now. So hopefully I'll get those all copied soon. And I've heard a few people said they'd like to see some videos, on some of the programs and stuff I copied over to the desktop and upload the device. So maybe we'll check that out later. But for now, I just wanted to show you a tool I've been using. It's one I've demonstrated before. It's the GameMaster's ToolKit. It's one I had originally designed back in like the 90s when I was planning to sell it to Loadstar. It's a character set editor, and it's like a map maker at the same time. And I've actually recently expanded it a little bit, added just a few little different things to it, and I wanted to show you some of the things I've been doing with it. So anyways, let's get that started. Okay, so I'm back on the desktop here. I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. This is the actual GameMaster's Toolkit, and these are some of the screens that I've been working on for the actual game. Now, this is only 1x1 tiles, so it's really hard to really get a good looking graphic, but I'm still working on it as best as I can. For right now, I've only got, a few different screens. This is one of the screens, and I'll show you the other one over here as I pull it over here. This was the original screen I had created for it. So this would be like screen 1, and then this is screen 2, and so forth. So this is, I don't know, this could be where we're starting, kind of like you're entering the caverns, and, I'll essentially just make them all similar to this, and maybe if we get to another level, we'll make it like an ice cavern or something like that. We'll just kind of play by ear, but I wanted to show you how the tool works and how I've been doing all this. So we're going to minimize this for now, since this is actually screen 2 and this one does still need some work. So what it is you'll see at the top here, save screen, load screen, and let me just go back to the menu before we go into all that. I'll just exit out here. You'll notice it's also changed a little bit. This is because I redefined a lot of characters already, so it looks kind of funny. So I don't have a separate character set for two different character sets. I only have one character set playing into this. Wasn't my intention to really make this a true application since I never really sold it, but rather I'm just going to use this as a tool to build the machine language screens with and to kind of go from there. And I'll show you some other stuff I've been working on. So anyways, we'll go into the character editor by pressing 1. You can see that even the squares look different. Like usually these are square shaped, but they've been redefined essentially. And you can see the redefined characters. These are all the characters right here in the row that I've actually been redefining. And here's the regular alphabet characters. If you look here, you'll see this is the standard character. So it's the one without any colors in it. And this is the one with the multicolor. Now, what I've done additionally to this also is I've added these up right above here. And if I press the 1 key, for example, you'll see it change in there. Actually, it goes backward. If I press the 1 key, you'll see it moving through different characters. And if I press the next key, it'll move the next one. This is just so I could line up something. If I wanted to see something side by side, I could actually do that just by looking at them and playing with them together. Just kind of something I came up with, like maybe if I draw a face or something, I could see what it looks side by side and stuff like that. That'll be used for more later. That's just something I wanted to add additionally. But everything still works the same here. So you see as I'm scrolling through here, and these are the different characters. You already saw me demonstrate them up here. And these are some of the other ones I've added here. These are some of the newer ones I've added. And the ladder's right here, actually. So anyways, if I go here and if I just press my fire button here, I'll demonstrate that to you. Let's just pick one of the bricks or something. Press my fire button on the controller. It'll erase the grid. And it'll redraw the character down here, the very first one that's showing right underneath this as it scrolls through it. So you can see it picked up that character and it drew it here at the top. And it's, modeling this. There's a standard, and of course there's the multicolor. You can see the little colors showing up because of the, the different bits going side by side there. And yes, I just wanted to show that to you. So what we're going to do is, we really don't do much here. We can just go and we could edit it if we wanted to edit it. We can press the E key, and you'll see this little yellow thing up here. This is actually a sprite. And if I press these squares here, if I press my button like that, you'll see as I pressed it, it also filled in that exact character for row 32, and it'll calculate them. So if I press the next one, it'll calculate it to 48. Now there is a little bit of some calculations off here, and I need to probably fix that, but for the most part it works. So if I wanted to change this up a little bit, I could, like that. Now you won't see these characters because these are not real time until I actually go back there and I do this. I press the enter key to get back to my scrolling list here, and if I press the S key, you'll see here for show character, it'll redraw it, and it just kind of redrew in the new data there. You can't see it here, but it's redrawing this, so you can just see it a little bit there. So redrew in the new character. And if I wanted to use that in the game, I could go back and use it in the game, of course. Or I could go here and I could just create a brand new one. Let's get back to the map here. So if we get back to the map, I should have probably made an exit point to go from here to the map, but I didn't. So for now, I just pressed the T key to go back to the top menu. I pressed the 2, and this takes me back to the map. Now, originally, you have to press the O to load the font, and this is the character, redefined characters. But since I've already got the font loaded in, I'll just press the next thing, which is the L key for here for load screen. And you hear a little bit noise here. And it loads the screen. So now if I want to get inside the screen here, all I got to do is, first of all, we're going to select the character up here. So let's just say we wanted to draw maybe, I don't know, maybe we could draw, oh, we need to draw this line over here. Let's do that real quick, or forget about it. This isn't a redefined character, but there's a line here, right here, that I'm going to draw over here, like it's got this yellow line here. I'm going to draw that over here. And if I press the arrow keys here, you'll see that it changes the colors. These are the standard characters here, but if I go through here at the top, these are the multicolors right there. So if I press my button there, it essentially will make it appear at the top there. We'll fix that little line there in just a minute. It kind of redraws right on where it is. You see my little sprite character moving around there? He's got full screen access. So he gets down here. I can now the blue, you see the blue allows you to pass over so that you can pass over the background and it doesn't interrupt the process. So that's basically, you can kind of position the sprite where you want to start drawing. But as soon as I press the red, that's going to erase the character, and I'll show you that a little bit later, because I don't want to erase it right now and have to start over. But if I press the next key there, it turns yellow, and that allows me to do the drawing. Now if I press red, you see how it erased it there? And if I press blue, I'm back, and I could just start redrawing anything I wanted on the screen. So we're going to go back up here in the corner. We're going to fix this real quick. Like that. I also don't have full access to the map yet, so I'm thinking about maybe moving this down at the bottom later, since most title screens are at the bottom, and for a map it would only seem right. Originally when I did it, I don't know, I just made it at the top there. But anyways, you press the C key, and it'll turn blue. This basically allows you to control the top menu again. So now we have access to this full panel again, and I can start changing the colors again. So I'm going to swap it down to a red here. And over here, we're going to find a character to put in this corner here. Kind of like a rounded, an edge that kind of hits up. I think this one's pretty good right here. That one always does the trick. Whoops. There we go. Kind of rounded, kind of curved the edge a little bit to get a little more of a curved look and then give it more of a realistic, instead of a square, a box look, gives it more of a defined look. And if I wanted to go in here, I could basically start adding new characters. So I'll press the C key here, and we'll start hunting through some more characters. And I got the brick wall right here, so I could use this one. And if I press the red, you see it erases it. And if I'm in yellow, that basically starts drawing the character. We could do something like that. Could draw it maybe over here a little bit. one of the other things I like to do is this. I'll press the C key here, and I'm going to access the multicolor for the red here. And you'll see it kind of turns like multicolor there. Now I kind of left like a little multicolor on there. And some of the other things I've been doing is I've been adding these little designs. You see the little dots in here, and you see these little holes in here. Trying to make it look, you know, a little bit more realistic like you saw that original one. This one I'm still working on right now, of course. So if I go back up to my map here, I could probably go in and start, you know, changing some other things. I think we'll change maybe this section, and we'll put like a cut toward the bottom. You see how it's got like this rip in the bottom here? Like it's, you know, disintegrating or whatever. We're going to do that right here. We're going to leave the red on there, and we're going to find something that we could do to rip a hole in it. We could probably do this one. I've used this one before though. It's kind of a weird effect there. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Now I got to repair my wall. See, I kind of left like a rip in the wall. I think what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll put this to a standard character so it looks a little bit better. So it doesn't have that little yellow on it. Standard's just going to put the, like that. So I kind of brought it back. Oh, I forgot to put the rip down in the wall there. So let's go back here, press the C key again. And originally did this one. See if that puts the hole in it. Yeah, see how I kind of ripped the hole in the ground there a little bit? I could probably create a different jagged one or something. If I wanted to go back in the map, I could create another character, maybe like a jagged edge or something like that. Just kind of playing with the characters. We also got this little one here. Let's see, I don't think I have any redefined over there. I think this one's kind of interesting. So I'm going to go over here somewhere and rip a hole here somewhere. See, I kind of ripped it like in the side there. So it kind of gives it more of a different look. Puts more design on it. I think I'll do the same over here. There we go. But like I said, if we wanted to, we could go back in, and also every time I leave here, I always want to save my screen, otherwise I'm going to lose my changes here. So I press the C key, and remember I'm accessing this top panel here, and I press the S key, and that saves the screen. I haven't indicated anything. I probably need to do a flasher or something, maybe flash the border showing it's been saved, but if you press the L key, you get that weird sound to show you that loads in, like that. That shows you that the load worked and everything. So anyways, we'll exit out with the X key. Go back to our character editor menu. It's going to redraw in the latest sprite. You see how I kind of stacked these characters together? That's how you can make some weird looking stuff. So I wanted to do stacked characters, and the idea is you can cycle through them and kind of put them side by side. You can also change the colors if I press like the minus and the plus keys there. You'll see the colors changing. Okay, so we're going to go find a character that we want to change. I've used a lot of these already. I leave the numbers. I don't ever change the numbers. Let's take a look here. I think all these are done. I guess we could do the end key. So what you do is you press the button, and it's immediately going to draw that character again. And we can start going and editing it. Now if you wanted to also, you don't have to use this character. You can press the C key here for clear, and that'll erase it. And you press the E key to edit, and actually, give me a second. There is an error in this. I need to fix that. Okay, so I had to pause. I had to reset the sprite position character. Now you also see this up here. I didn't show you this, but this is just basically the program disassembled and taken apart. I use this so I can kind of refer to the code when I'm trying to figure something out. So I just kind of left that in there. It also kind of covers this other window I have in the background here, so it makes it a little bit easier, more clean. Okay, so let's go through here, and like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create like the new graphic character. So I was going to make like a rip in the ground or something. So probably need to take out this bottom part. So we're going to kind of fill in the top part there. Actually, I need to bring this down more. Just realized that. Because we're essentially trying to create like a rip inside the bottom part there. And actually, we probably don't need this bottom part then. That's good. That might be good right there, actually. And it kind of, let me see. That'll create like a little line there, so I might want to remove that. Probably want to round this out a little bit here. That might not be bad right there, actually. Let's test that one, and then we'll just press the Enter key so we can access our little menu down here again. So I had to make sure I was clicking on it. Enter, and I'm down here. You see the and is positioned as the first character, so that's one we're going to change. Press the S key, and you'll see it change, like almost like a little alien or something. It's kind of weird. But the whole idea is you can see over here, so it does look, I don't know, it looks too much like a character to me, I think. I wanted to create more of a rip in it, but it looks more like, oh, it's kind of strange. So that's the whole idea, is we can go back here, press the E key to edit again. Hopefully it doesn't give me an error this time. There we are. Okay, so we're going to start taking out some of this top part. Start filling in some of this over here. I think I should have got rid of this bottom part. I wanted to kind of like tear in the side here a little bit, like this, like it's an old wall. I guess I could probably just fill in the top part. That might not be bad there. So let's hit the Enter and the S key, and let's see how it goes. Actually, a little bit better. So the real truth of the moment is to go test it out in the actual map. So it's loaded in now. Press the T key to get to the top menu. And number 2. And we already got the font loaded. So we're just going to press L. Oh, actually this was my original character editor. Okay, so I need L for load. I wanted to see if it loaded it in. I don't see the and sign anymore. Oh, there it is. So it didn't load it in. Something went wrong. It didn't save it. So I'm going to have to redo it, I guess. Okay, so I finally got it back here. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. For some reason it drew a line down here. It seems to be remembering like a last position. So I'm going to go back and erase that. This time I'm going to save the font, so I don't end up losing my changes. So I think that's good. We're always going to show the character so we can redraw it. So the thing is selected again. Doesn't seem to want to erase that. I don't want that extra dot just sitting there. Okay. show the character. There, it went away that time. Okay, so now we got it. We're going to exit out of here with the T. There we go. Go back into the map maker. And you see at the top here where it says save. This is what we're going to do is we're going to save the font. So we're going to press the letter A. And we're going to load our map. Now let's go ahead and test that character. Assume it didn't erase it. I certainly hope it didn't erase it. I saved it. There it is. Awesome. So it saved it. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to appear in the upper left-hand corner here again. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this little part of the screen over here real quick. We're going to change it to red. Just so I don't have to keep redrawing it. And then we're going to go down here somewhere. Doesn't matter where. And we're going to stick that new character in down here. So press the C key and we're going to scroll to it. And there we go. So it doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of weird with the line going straight up, so I might erase that little dotted line, but otherwise you can see that it is working. I had created a new character and I can just drop it in anywhere there. It looks like a tank shooting or something. But we're going to save the screen. Just press an S again. Where we got to press the C key to get back up here. Press S. And that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. Yeah. Oh, there is one more thing to this map. So we're going to exit out of here. And although it's been modified already, I'm going to show you the Sprite design screen. Oh, actually, you know what? Sprite font maker. Oh, my bad. So it's actually Sprite font maker I wanted to show. So number 3. Number 4 hasn't been created yet. So if I press L, there should already be a sprite here. There we go. And you see it draws it over there. I need to move the position because it's kind of in the way. I was originally going to make it some kind of like an animator too. We could animate it. This is before we had any of that sprite pad, guys. So back in the days, you had to create it for yourself, or it didn't exist, or you had to, find somebody's tool or buy somebody's tool or whatever. So that's the Sprite Maker. We could go in here, we could edit it and everything. So actually, it is already over here, so I don't really have to do anything else. And this one moves a little bit faster. So I could go in here, I could drop in stuff and, start adding something if I wanted to the Sprite. Oops. I just pressed the button once there. Oh, and then it draws automatically. And I've got the same kind of the similar control that I had before. Whoops. Green is the one that erases it, so I need to reverse those. Those are kind of backward, but anyways, if I wanted to change it, you can see I could go in and change it. Say I wanted to change down here or something. And I think the 1 key, I think those are the one that changes the colors. I can't really remember at the moment. But yeah, that's the Sprite editor, and we got the map maker. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I just figured I needed to get a video out there because I haven't been doing that lately. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you'll see I'm still working on some game screens and we'll kind of play it by ear and see what we come up with and stuff like that. But for now, we just have to wait and see what's going to happen, and I hope to get that stream going again real soon. I've got a lot of screens to start designing and working on, and we're not reproducing the same spelunkers exactly. We decided, and decided as a whole, I guess you could say, to change the screens and make it a little bit different, kind of make it our own, so to speak. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please always favorite. I really appreciate your subscriptions and everything, and your comments and everything, and look forward to talking with you guys real soon. Peace out.